going to be introduced. Professor Lou Principe will be up here in a little while to tell you about that. And Lou has had some fantastic results in the past, and I'm going to have him come up here now and talk to you about what he's going to do and how you can get involved in this program.
Well, thank you. I certainly appreciate the opportunity of being here. I hope you brought some tools along with you today. If I were a carpenter, I would need a hammer. I'd have a pair of pliers. Oh, yes, I also have a compass. If I were a pilot, I would need to know where I'm going. Let me ask you all a question. How many of you know the parts of a hammer? Okay, would you mention one part? The claw, the head, and the handle. The things that prevent us from becoming or reaching our full potential are our egos. We think we know it all. You know there's a neck, there's a face, there's the azure eye. So from a simple product, we perhaps know about 40 to 60%. As I consult with many Fortune 500 companies, this is what I tell their board members. The very first thing I'm going to teach our employees is that if they believe in a higher being, they need to learn to love that higher being first. The second thing I'm going to teach your folks is that they need to love themselves. The third thing is to love their families. And then someone always says, well, what about that person? What about the employee? What about our company? Well, if I could teach people strength of character, if I could teach them true gospel principles, the traditional values of life, strength of character, then that person becomes a better person. We have front page newspaper articles on how employees have gone back to their employers and apologized for not working as hard as they should. My job is to change people. My job is to give you an attitude adjustment. My job is to teach you the proper goal setting, communication, how to get the job you want. We all have a tube of toothpaste at home, is that correct? All looks about that way, right? Well, do you know that toothpaste manufacturers have tried 17 different times to put a tube of toothpaste in a pump handle? But we don't buy it. You know why? Because we're creatures of habit. We're used to this. We've been programmed. My job is to hit you upside the head with a baseball bat and tell you that you and your well-meaning mates, family, friends, and professors have put limitations on you. How many of you have ever had, and you don't raise your hand, a pair of handcuffs? Okay? You have mental handcuffs. You have financial handcuffs. Who told you you're only worth $5 or $6 or $7 an hour? Are you familiar with the law of Pygmalion? The law of expectations? Are you creatures of habit just coming to another job there? Or have you made up your mind today that you're going to come here and get a job? It's entirely up to you, Pygmalion. You're going to get in this life whatever you expect. I appreciate the opportunity of being here. I hope I've hit some of you upside the head. My job is not to entertain you. My job is to have you look inward and realize that there's a constant battle of good and evil. If you stay on a plateau, you lose. You have to climb up. I've had many, many miracles in my life. You need to become a pioneer in your family. You need to be able to recognize those miracles that you've had in your life. I love you. Dick will explain the classes that we're going to be offering, and God bless you.
These are placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behaviour is now set for the rest of their lives.
Hello, my name is Eric Daniels. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I came to be a homeowner here. I was, me and my wife, it's been maybe 2-3 years since we was able to purchase a home. It's been a struggle, but I was just riding down the street and saw the nice homes that they built here, and we stopped in, and I walked up to the model, and Lou Principe met me at the front door, and we came in, we sat down, we talked over some figures, we talked over some numbers, and the rest was history. I mean, I'm blessed, you know, and I want to say that Lou, stand-up guy, he helped me throughout this whole process. I'm very thankful that he crossed my path, and I'm excited, you know, I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad that I got a home here, and I'm going to enjoy it, you can believe that.
Now, did you know that you'll have less money taken out of your paycheck, the itemized deductions? Did you know that before I explained that to you?
No, I didn't know that before. I didn't know that.
So no one ever explained that to you?
Nobody never explained.
So you'll be having about $600 a month less taken out of your paycheck so you could go ahead and afford the house?
That's correct.
Did you know Lou before you came in here? Or?
No, I never met Lou before I came in to look at the homes, but I'm glad I did.
That isn't paying you money to say this? You're doing this on your own? And
No, Lou is not paying me any kind of money to say this. This is real. Lou Principe.
became friends?
Very, very good friend. Very good friend of mine. Top of the line, Lou is the man.
Okay, this is Patricia Walker. She came in yesterday to Hatfield Station, kind of just looking for a home. And Patricia, what happened? And
You got me. You sold it to me on the spot. I was excited, overwhelmed.
did you know that you could really afford to buy a home?
No,
How long have you been renting?
forever.
About 10 years or more?
About 15 years.
Okay, and did they make it easy for you to buy?
Very much so. You made it easy for me to buy.
Okay, you're a sweetheart. Anything else you'd like to tell all your fans, for other people coming out here that want to buy a home or think they can't afford it?
Come to Mr. Principal.
Okay.
He's a great guy. And that's really the reason why I'm a shy person. And once I came in, you made me feel at home, and yeah, I got relaxed, and it's always going. Principal is going to break now. That's it.
That's great.
Hello, my name is Dr. Philip Cran. At Lou Principe, then I realized the power of synergy and the things that we could do together, because his sense of integrity and urgency and the importance of helping people impressed me so much that I went back to the College of Business Administration, the Division of Continuing Education, and said, we must partner with this gentleman. What is most impressive to me in that mountain is the individual who has improved his situation, who was working as a security guard and then makes over $100,000 a year. It's people who believe in Lou and the employer, if you will, that hires his graduates. That combination is difficult to debunk. It's a reality.
Gotten out of the seminar this morning?
Well, I've gotten quite a bit out of it because I feel like the main thing I've learned is the difference between a salesperson and just a order taker or a real estate person. I've been a member of HBA here now for about 15 years or better, and this particular seminar, I think I've gotten more out of it and enjoyed it more than any other seminar I've attended here.
Greg, what do you feel as if you've gotten out of the seminar this morning?
Well, my feeling out of the seminar this morning and what we did last week is anybody that's interested in making a living in this business that doesn't take advantage of coming to your seminar or anything that you have to do with is not interested in making money. That's the bottom line of what I've got to say. As far as I'm concerned, your expertise in the field with construction, finance, on-site, off-site, anyone that wants to make a future that doesn't come to you isn't interested in making a living, period.
My name is Paul DaCosta. I'm a real estate professional with Century 21 Almar in Port Charlotte, Florida. And I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about Lou Principe. I'm also on our professional development committee for the Port Charlotte, Northport, Punta Gorda Board of Realtors. 2 years ago, we had invited Lou to come down and have a 3-hour seminar to our realtors. We had a packed house. Lou spent really more like 4 hours with us. He gave us a lot of information. I took some of that information myself and put some of those principles to work, and I was able to get more listings, get more sales, increase my financial status. The real nice thing that worked out is Lou offered a 2-day, 10-hour-a-day training course. A number of agents took that course. I, for one, took it and was just amazed. Lou went through from start to finish with all what you need to do with your clients, how to get more sales, how to do more cold calling, how to do them professionally, and get over being scared to do cold calls. The thing I found with Lou is Lou has done everything he has told us, and more importantly is he went out in our 2-day seminar and hit the bricks with us. And all the agents, including myself, was just absolutely amazed. You know, he said we were going to go out and cold call hospitals. There was a group of us, and everybody said, yeah, right. We went out, we got an appointment, we got to see the right person. He showed us how to do it. He didn't allow someone to stop us. We just went, worked at it, and we've gotten appointments now with administrators of both hospitals in our area. We're going to be able to do seminars, get an opportunity to meet their employees. And frankly, we got it because of Lou. Lou's seminars works. The big difference with Lou is he knows how to do it, and he'll show you how to do it. And throughout the whole entire seminar, he kept alluding to the special book he had. And then time came for us to practice our cold calling. Cellular One came in and gave us cell phones for us to use. And Lou pulled out a special book. It was the Yellow Pages. He went through the Yellow Pages. He just opened it up, says, this is the one. One of the people that he called was from a car rental place, executive car rental. The secretary says, wait a minute, my boss is looking to buy a home. He got on the phone, spoke with Lou, also made an appointment to see a mortgage broker, and gave Lou all kinds of information. Where he lives now, he's renting, how much money he has to put down on a home, what he thought he was going to need, what they were looking for, their incomes. And he just picked this right out of the phone book, flipped to another page, and just called another person. It was just amazing. He did it, not just a lot of other people just say, pick up the phone and just call, just open the book and go. Lou showed us how to do it, and when the person gave an objection, he showed us how to get through the objection. He role-played with us for the whole entire 2 days. He really encouraged us. I found the role-playing to be very, very helpful. When we stumbled on something, we stopped, we worked it out. He encouraged us during working it out, and then we just moved right on to the next step. So Lou does what he says he's going to do, and if you follow his principles, you will succeed really.
Never made a whole lot of money. I was in sales for a number of years. In 1980, I decided I'd get into the building business and started building some houses in St. Pete. That lasted for about 2 years. In 1982, 2 of our clients on a bank went broke. I wound up personally liable for $280,000. I want you to know that I didn't make a house payment for over a year. Judge in Pinellas County, Florida, foreclosed on my home, and by Florida law, I was given 30 days to go out and redeem my property. I looked around at that day in court and wanted someone else to take responsibility for my life. I came to the conclusion that I was the only one. I want you to know that I got a job at Ranchero Village on Arlington Road in Largo selling mobile homes. And in the month of May, 1983, I made $20,000. I want you to know I am still living in the same home today in St. Petersburg. Several companies found out about what I did and asked me to go in and start working with some of their salespeople, and I did that for about 1.5 years in the Tampa Bay area. I went over to the University of South Florida, talked to the Small Business Development Center. The dean is Bill Mink. I said, Bill, I've got a magical formula where I could go into any company and basically I guarantee them to increase their productivity or I don't get paid. And Bill said, well, in order to become rich and famous, what you need to do is get yourself a large company like a IBM or a U.S. Home Corporation. And I said, fine. The challenge was given. I walked into the Tampa office of U.S. Home Corporation, which in 1985 was the largest home builder in the nation. And I said, my name is Lou Principe, and I want to teach you how to sell. And the division president just laughed. He said, Mr. Principe, he says, we don't mean to sound embarrassing to you. He says, we could hire the finest psychologists and psychiatrists. Why in good name should we hire you? I said, well, because we've been doing sales training now with several local businesses, and we're increasing sales 40%, 100%. He said, there's no way that we're going to hire you. And I said, fine. Mr. Baldridge, what if I came in for 3 weeks for free, provided that U.S. Home would permit the University of South Florida to come in and monitor the program? I want you to know it took 3 months. It went all the way up to the chairman of the board at that time, that was George Matters, and all the way back down again and said, okay, we'll let you do this for free. Well, let me share something with you. I was very grateful for that. I want you to know that in the Tampa region of U.S. Home Corporation here in 1985, we originally had what was called a 2% conversion rate. For every 100 people walking into a model home, they were selling 2%, 2 people. Within a 3-week period, we were selling 1 out of every 4 people that walked in. The University of South Florida did a very nice article on the results, and it stated that we increased productivity there 1,000%. Since then, I've worked for several other companies. I am still retained by U.S. Home as an outside consultant. We do work for Marriott Corporation, Chase Manhattan Bank, Florida Federal.
So my job isn't here to entertain you this morning. My job is to educate you. My job is to get you out of your proverbial comfort zone.
I love it.
How was that?
My name is Mark Shepard. Well, the course has been very good. It lets me look inside myself. It's sort of an introspective course, not typically what you would expect from maybe a college course where you open a textbook and recite and learn and then spout it back to the teacher what you've learned. What this does is you really learn when you leave the classroom because you watch yourself employing these things that we learn in the classroom on a daily basis. It's sort of introspective. If I make a mistake, then the course reminds me to look at that mistake. If I approach someone in a wrong way, if I have an apperception, words that we've learned in the classroom, you'll be learning too. It kind of helps you to self-edit yourself and to learn and grow from there. And that's what I've gotten from the course.
There's nothing like it. Simple enough. There's really nothing that I've been exposed to. I've been to, of course, university courses, different track seminars that are available, but this is quite different. We all need a refresher class on human relations, on interpersonal skills, and I think that's what I was looking for and received. It's also a totally different approach from a regular university class where you go once a week and you follow your material and there's a textbook. Totally different approach, and it works.
I'm Tom Thornhill. I'm in the operations department. This course is called Customer Interaction Services. I really think of it more as a people interaction services class. This is a real eye-opener, as Clinton said, check up from the neck up. I was really closed-minded to a lot of the things I learned this week. You know, we're told to leave our home life at home when we come to work, but your home life affects the way you work, whether you like it or not. You know, and if you can learn how to deal with people away from work, that's going to affect the way you are at work also. And that's what I've gotten out of this.
I don't want to just keep this for myself. I want to go back and share it with my friends and my family, and I don't want to let them pull me down. I want to pull them up to where I'm at now. So it's already benefited me in my personal life, and I'm really looking forward to going back to work and putting it in place there also.
I'm Susan Fine. I'm from the Quality Assurance team in the Internet department. As far as training, I consider this a major tool that we need to have. We talk about, do our employees have all the tools to do their jobs properly? We all get lost in the rat race in the world. Very stressful environment right now. And there's only so many of us that have gone through this class where we cannot go back and change everybody. We'll give it our best, but we're going to have our plus shot here in the probably next 30 days to get revived and re-pumped up. We've got to go back to our call center to do it. But we'll do it. We will do it. And if not, I would be willing myself out of my salary to donate so much every month to ensure somebody else goes.
We can invest in all the systems, the high-tech systems and all the bells and whistles, but those aren't who our customers interact with. Our customers interact with the people of this business. And unless we invest in the people with quality courses such as this, we will lose our customers. So my message is invest in people and it will be paid back tenfold.
My name is Clinton Rayleigh. I work in the sales department. I'm a supervisor in NASA. And the reason that the most I got out of this class is that Media One not only cares about your professional growth, but also your personal growth as a human being. I got out of this class a big-time checkup from the neck up. Your attitude really creates where we're going to go as a company. And this training has really helped my attitude as far as when I go back to my team, they already saw it yesterday when I went back. They're like, what is he up? What have you been smoking? I'm like, no. I'm on that natural high, and I really believe that this could help every frontline employee, every leader, every director out as far as their attitude, and it would give you a checkup from the neck up.
Okay, I'm Hilda Isasi. It just hits the soul and wakes you up to let you know that, okay, yeah, I'm the one that's going to make the difference. I'm the one that's going to start. And everything is there. All we have to do is use it.
My name's Yana Barney. I work in telephony in the provisioning department, supervisor. And from this course, I think for me the bottom line is people buy people, not necessarily what you're selling. You need to sell yourself. And this class gives you the tools to do that. I'm really pumped up. They've really made me feel good about myself. And they've given me the tools to be able to do that. A lot of introspection, tools to help you not with your work life only, but with your personal life. And when you can come into work and leave work feeling really good, it's just that energy is going to flow throughout your whole day. And I think you really need those back to basic skills to succeed and be who you want to be. Lou, when I first met Lou, I thought he was a crazy man. I still think that, though. I really do. But because of his craziness, it was, that craziness has helped me come out of the box. So now my sales, I'm running with the big boys, as Daryl would say. I used to average maybe 2 sales a day. Now I am around double digits. So you don't know that yet, but I'm doing quite well here recently. And it's just a matter of I'm learning, and just realizing that you can do it. Because the knowledge that Lou gives you is very practical, not based on theory, but it is a science.
Lou just basically came and raised the bar on my expectations of my people. And to give you some results, I think the Sears organization was doing about, 12% a quarter or something like that. We're now at 135% consistently.
Excited to be announcing a signed agreement between the University of Central Florida, the College of Business Administration, and Lou Principe for the purposes of promulgating his mega seminars, power seminars in sales motivation in the real estate field, along with continuing education and the College of Business Administration.
2 years ago, we had invited Lou to come down and have a 3-hour seminar to our realtors. We had a packed house. Lou spent really more like 4 hours with us. He gave us a lot of information. I took some of that information myself and put some of those principles to work, and I was able to get more listings, get more sales. The real nice thing that worked out is Lou offered a 2-day, 10-hour-a-day training course. A number of agents took that course. I, for one, took it and was just amazed. Lou went through from start to finish with all what you need to do with your clients, how to get more sales, how to do more cold calling, how to do them professionally, and get over being scared to do cold calls. The thing I found with Lou is Lou has done everything he has told us, and more importantly is he went out in our 2-day seminar and hit the bricks with us. And all the agents, including myself, was just absolutely amazed. You know, he said we were going to go out and cold call hospitals. There was a group of us, and everybody said, yeah, right. We went out, we got an appointment, we got to see the right person. He showed us how to do it. He didn't allow someone to stop us. We just went, worked at it, and we've gotten appointments now with administrators of both hospitals in our area. We're going to be able to do seminars, get an opportunity to meet their employees. And frankly, we got it because of Lou. Lou's seminars works. The big difference with Lou is he knows how to do it, and he'll show you how to do it.
Technology is growing so fast. It's remarkable. What's invented today is almost outdated 3 months later. But our communication ability is backing tremendously. A foreign language is foreign until you know the language. I'm not here necessarily to entertain you. I'm here to educate you. My job is to get you out of what we call your proverbial comfort zone. See, most people come to work unilaterally. You pick up the phone and you have pat answers for everything. But you're not, everyone's nodding their head. But you're really not communicating with that person. You're really not helping that person out. You know, my job is to have you realize that you can become the best communicator in the world. Only if you decide that you'd like to become the best communicator in the world. You know the difference between us and people in the insane asylum? People in the insane asylum don't get to go home at night, and we do. We are nothing but our experiences in life. That to us is reality. My job is to make you aware that there's a lot more out in life that you can do. The greatest power that we have in life is the power to influence others for the better.
Introduce Professor Lou Principe, and Lou has had some fantastic results in the past.
When I first met Lou, I thought he was a crazy man. I didn't think that, though. I really.
More than 120 companies are looking to hire tomorrow. One man in Mobile is trying to prepare the homeless for that job fair. Fox 10 News reporter Kerry Chow joins us live in the studio with his story. Kerry?
Bob, karate chopping wooden boards is not something normally associated with helping the homeless. But then again, Lou Principe is anything but normal. No matter how unorthodox his methods, Lou Principe is gonna do it. He's gonna help the homeless find jobs.
These are normal human beings. These aren't bums. These aren't people that don't want to work.
A former professor and police chaplain, Principe says he was recovering from a heart attack when he decided he wanted to give more of his heart.
Sat in bed for over a year waiting to die with an oxygen machine and a CPAP machine, and started volunteering my time.
Thus begat a customer service program for the homeless. The week-long seminar in downtown Mobile helps prepare the homeless for employment.
We started just a training program, and past week, 10 people have been hired that were homeless last week.
This man, who wishes to be called John, hopes he's next in line.
Anything. At this point, anything. It doesn't matter at all. I'll do anything.
John says Principe's program has motivated him to try harder.
inspires me to keep going, go out and look for more jobs, beat your shoes off your feet.
Which is the entire point of beating the board with your hand.
These people, you know, just have a love in their heart to work, and they just need a helping hand. They don't need a handout. You know, they need a helping hand up.
And Principe is offering two.
A lot of my problem was me. A lot of things I've done I didn't want to admit to. I was blaming society and a lot of other things. And even God at one point. But now I know that's the answer, and that's what I'm seeking to find. Again, I've done some backsliding. I've got a lot of things I'm ashamed of. After I take the day, I realize that I don't have as much faith as I thought I did in God. I got a lot of work to do. I just want to thank Ms. Principe for helping me realize that before it was too late. Thank you.
My name is James Wright, and I just completed the transitional pre-release class, and I've learned about attitudes. I've learned things that I've implanted in my mind from childhood, and I was not aware of these things until just recently. Laugh if you want, but it's fact. Give it to you, blood raw. And now I know that the attitudes that I've had against law enforcement, I didn't have no use for them. I mean, absolutely, I did not like them at all. They were out to get me, and it's just something that I realized what I put in my mind, you know, that all authority is from God, and it's up to me to follow them, whether it's right or wrong. And I understand there's more to it. Life management skills, how to conduct yourself in society, to sell yourself. And I just want to thank Lou Principe.
My name is Benny Wilson. Used to be EOA 98, now I'm just Benny Wilson. Today is a real good day for me. I completed the transition program, and I want to pass on the message. This is a real good program. It's a lot of spirituality that's passing on. It's motivated me and taught me some skills as far as job training and how to believe in myself. I've been coming in this system since 1981. This is the first time I've been afforded to have a program like this. And I think it's truly a godsend and a blessing to me. I want to thank all you guys, Mr. Malcolm, whoever that sent this program to us. Thank you very much. My name is Larry Washington, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the program, the 100-hour program they're offering here at CFRC. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Lou Principe. And like me on it, there's more opportunities out there than I thought were out there. You know, when you come to prison, everybody think you're just a scum of the earth. I've never been in like a Christian surrounding where the program was based on Christianity, but I just studied on my own, and I took up a few college courses in theology, and you know, it was all something new to me. But you know, I guess I had a stirring in my spirit, and God showed me that He is the way, the truth, and the life, like the Bible says. You know, when I studied Islam, I never had a stirring in my spirit. You know, I mean, it was just like they talk more negative things, but then when I came to know Jesus Christ, I know Jesus teaches peace, joy, long-suffering, goodwill to all men. Everything Jesus ever taught, He taught life into everything. He never downed nothing. And all Islam ever did for me was taught bad things, you know. So I guess, you know, Jesus has a plan for me. You know, and I'm searching and I'm seeking that plan out. All right, thank you for letting me share.